You may think of Pilates as being an activity for young people, or maybe just a fad that'll pass. But that's not so. It's a type of exercise developed early last century, which now has devotees worldwide. It embraces controlled movements to improve flexibility, build strength, and develop endurance. Things that are often lost as we get older. We went along to a class in Sydney to find out what Pilates is all about and whether it can help older people.
I think what attracts people to Pilates is a variety of things, because it depends on the person as to what they need, and that therein is the beauty, specifically in studio Pilates work, whereby you can give the client what they need.
Sure.
So whether it be rehabbing from an injury or preparing for a marathon, you can cater the workout to suit their needs.
When I broke my back, she knew exactly what to do to help me.
Right.
She's taught me how to use the core of my muscle, my body, to support my spine, which supports everything else,
Fantastic.
and very gently.
Yeah,
I don't have to go at it like a maniac. Yeah. So we can all come in pain, and honestly, we walk out of here feeling light. Yeah.
Don't go into excruciating pain, so you want to just let the muscle relax into the stretch, and then you're going to push out and do the other leg, okay?
No, I don't know. My mother.
When I started coming, I had a few falls from falling while tripping on the footpaths, and after doing that a few times and jarring wrists and elbows and shoulders, physio suggested I come along to here, and that was a few years ago, and since then I haven't hit the pavement since. I've tripped a couple of times, but been able to recover and not hit the ground, which was great.
Every time I walk out, I feel so much better, so much stronger, so much taller.
That's right.
Just, I can go on again, yes.
Excellent. And so you'd recommend this to other...
Definitely. I'd recommend it to anyone. I think if even specifically the older people, I get a great deal out of it, and far more than I would have done. I've tried other things, and...
Have you been to the gym?
I've never been to the gym, no.
No, nor have I.
No.
Don't like all that equipment.
No. And here I know that Lisa is keeping track of me and knows what my specific difficulty is and how to get around that, how to strengthen all the necessary muscles and all that sort of stuff. Yes.
Back too much, so it's a real gentle kind of activation and wake up, and then do your imprinting where you're squeezing your low back into the mat, and then when you're rolling up and lifting your bottom up, with the ball between your legs, okay?
What's the attraction of Pilates?
Oh, just to strengthen my body and increase balance on that.
You weren't attracted to go to the gym or...
Yes, I was going to the gym.
But you find this is better?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Because there was nothing personalised about the gym.
Okay,
And it was dangerous. Actually, at the gym it's dangerous. Because the person on the podium cannot look at everybody, and people are doing things incorrectly.
You might habitually stand with your, everything, your hips hung out, but right now, to do this mindfully, it's more internally. So you need to be pulling up, and you need to be thinking about turning on your muscles, and you need to be thinking about keeping your hips square. Because when you walk, if you have that drop in that hip, right, that's what's going to create that wear and tear on that hip joint. Yeah. So it is about mindful movement and staying...
being in the moment.
Yes, and sometimes it's really hard because you're trying to get a muscle to work that may have atrophied and that may not be working anymore, but you need to keep trying to ask that muscle to do it so that it will wake up. And it can be a little bit frustrating, but if you stick with it, you do start to wake things up, don't you?
You definitely do.
And you become more aware. Try and open out that part of your back there. Good. And then sit up tall, and then hold onto your knees and open out your chest. That's it. So you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful. So do a few of those, and then cross one leg over the top of the other. Yeah. Does that feel okay? Yep. And then you're going to put your hand on your knee, put the other hand behind there. Yep. You can go either way. And then just use your hands to help you to grow tall and turn and look back behind you. That's it. Try and look over that shoulder. That's it.
So as far as it goes.
Yeah, and then go the other way, and then try and look back over that shoulder. That's it. So you're trying to, each time you come back to it, Patrick, see if you can go a little bit further. And this will be really good when you're driving, because you need to be able to look over your shoulder, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
And you were saying earlier that there were sort of 4 core areas of the body that Pilates deals with.
Oh, yeah. So it deals with balance, with alignment, and strength and flexibility. A lot of the traditional exercises are really strong, and they're great because they take your body in all ranges. So they work the body in extension and in flexion and in lateral flexion, and so by keeping the range and the flexibility in your body, Joe Pilates used to say, if you have a flexible spine at 60, you're young, and if you have a stiff spine at 20, you're old. So, you know, if everything is moving in congruency and the way it's meant to move, you can access more power in your body. So you can be stronger by maintaining your flexibility. A tight muscle is always a weak muscle.
Okay.
So keep count, do 10 on that side and then 10 on the other side. And if one side feels weaker, do extra on the weaker side. So you're lifting from there. Can you feel that? Okay. So you go, pull your tummy in and lift from there. Good. And then like you're walking, so you're trying to keep your pelvis still, you go forward and back. You're still trying to work from here. And then out the front here, you're going up and down. Yeah. A lot of what Pilates is trying to balance out the muscles and make sure that there's even strength through the body, and to help you to have really good posture, so that your joints can function at their optimum.
Right.
So you get less wear and tear. It's kind of like having your wheels aligned.
Right. Oh, right. Lovely.
So you can drive around with your wheels out of alignment, and you're going to get a blowout much more quickly because there's more wear and tear on one part. Yeah. So your body's the same. Like if we can keep our body in good alignment and working at its optimum, then we can have pain-free movement into our
Hundreds.
Yeah, before going along, I really hadn't sussed out the difference between going to the gym and a yoga and a Pilates class, but now I can see the attraction of Pilates over those other activities. And I think it's essentially 2 things. It's attention to the individual body, especially for us, for older people, and optimizing your body's capacity to move about, well. When they said, how do you feel when you've done a class? And they said, we walk taller. So there's a definite impact just after the one class, and keeping it up regular is a really good thing to do. I mean, why wouldn't you? Pilates. I'm going to do it. Why don't you?
Mm-hmm.